Imagine this. The cameras fade in slowly. The room is silent. Across a polished wooden table sit two of the most powerful minds of our time: Judge Judy, the symbol of logic, truth, and accountability, and Elon Musk, the genius behind rockets, electric cars, and artificial intelligence. The world expects a talk about money, innovation, or the future of Mars. But what unfolds shocks everyone, because this time Elon Musk doesn't talk about technology. He talks about faith. Judge Judy starts with her trademark tone. Elon, you've built rockets, cars, satellites. What's left for you to explore? Musk leans forward, his eyes distant. He says quietly, the human soul. We've conquered space, but we've lost ourselves. The studio falls silent. The audience listens because when the man who builds the future starts talking about faith, you know something deep is coming. Musk continues. I've spent years trying to solve humanity's biggest problems: energy, traffic, space travel, AI. But there's one thing technology can't fix: the emptiness inside people. Judge Judy raises an eyebrow. Emptiness? He nods. Yes, we're surrounded by everything: comfort, connection, entertainment. Yet people feel more lost than ever. That's not a technological problem, that's a spiritual one. And then, almost unexpectedly, Musk says a word that no one expected to hear from him. And that's why I've been studying Islam. A shockwave passes through the audience. Judge Judy blinks in surprise. Elon, you're saying Islam has something the modern world needs? Musk, yes. Because Islam still teaches what we've forgotten: discipline, purpose, and balance. It's not about control, it's about clarity. He explains every system humanity built, capitalism, socialism, democracy, all are collapsing under greed and chaos. But Islam, it remains stable. It resets the human being every single day. 5 prayers a day. Not for God's need, but for human need. A daily reminder that you're not the center of the universe. Judge Judy folds her hands, curious. You mean prayer keeps people grounded? Musk smiles. It resets the brain. You can't live in arrogance when you bow 5 times a day. The crowd murmurs. He continues. Then there's fasting, a system that teaches restraint in a world of excess. It's not about hunger, it's about control. Islam teaches the art of saying no to yourself. That's something modern civilization has completely forgotten. Judge Judy nods slowly. You're saying Islam isn't against progress, it's a system of self mastery. Musk. Exactly. Without discipline, even freedom becomes chaos. Islam provides a framework, a moral code that technology can't replace. He pauses, glancing at the cameras. AI can make decisions, he says, but it can't make moral ones. It can choose what's efficient, but not what's right. That's the problem. We're creating machines smarter than humans, but without conscience. Islam brings back that conscience. The crowd is speechless. Musk continues, his voice deep. Modern man believes he's the master of the universe. Islam reminds him he's a servant, not in weakness, but in wisdom. Because only those who recognize limits can truly progress. Judge Judy leans back. The West often calls Islam restrictive, full of rules and boundaries. Musk smiles slightly. Boundaries protect life. Every system needs rules. Even the universe runs on laws: gravity, motion, time. Why should humans be the only ones to live without them? He points upward. We worship freedom so much, we forgot what it was for. Islam teaches that true freedom is freedom from your own ego. That's real power. The conversation deepens. Musk talks about charity, how Islam commands every believer to give. He says that's revolutionary. Imagine a world where every billionaire was required to give even 2.5% of their wealth every year, not as charity, but as obligation. Poverty would vanish overnight. That's not a belief system. That's an economic miracle. Judge Judy smiles faintly. You sound impressed, Musk. I am. Because Islam doesn't just tell people to pray, it tells them to act, to feed, to give, to unite. It's not a religion of words, Keket. It's a religion of systems, a design that keeps human greed in check. Then he grows serious. Look around, he says. Empires rise and fall. Rome, Greece, Persia, all gone. Even capitalism is cracking. But Islam endures. Why? Because it's not built on desire, it's built on discipline. It doesn't change with time, it guides time. The crowd listens silently. Judge Judy finally says, "That's a powerful statement." Musk nods. Because it's true. Islam survived centuries without kings, without media, without armies, and just through its principles. That's what makes it divine. Then comes the moment that breaks the internet. Musk looks straight into the camera and says, maybe the future won't belong to the most advanced civilization, but to the most disciplined one. The audience gasps. Judge Judy doesn't interrupt. For once, she's listening. Musk continues. AI is logical but not moral. It can predict everything except the soul. Islam provides that missing operating system, accountability. When people believe every action is recorded, they act differently. That belief keeps societies alive. Judge Judy says softly, so you're saying Islam gives humanity its moral code? Musk, exactly. Civilization needs software. Islam is that divine software, the code that keeps the human system from crashing. He explains how the Quran introduced laws of trade, justice, hygiene, community centuries before modern law existed. It's not ancient, he says, it's timeless. He leans forward again. When people say Islam is against science, I remind them it gave birth to it. It was Muslim scholars who calculated the stars, mapped the human body, invented algorithms. Islam was never anti progress, it was anti arrogance. Judge Judy smiles. You're saying Islam balances science with conscience? Musk, exactly. Because knowledge without humility leads to destruction. The room grows quieter. Musk adds one final reflection. Every empire thought it would last forever until it forgot its moral foundation. We are repeating the same mistake. The future won't collapse because of AI, it will collapse because of pride. Islam prevents that collapse by teaching us the one truth that never changes, that there is one creator and everything else is temporary. He pauses. The belief keeps humans human. Judge Judy nods slowly. So, the future needs faith. Musk smiles. The future needs balance. Islam gives that balance between progress and peace, logic and love, science and soul. Silence. The lights dim. The audience doesn't clap. They just stare, processing every word. Because this wasn't a debate about religion. It was a revelation about humanity. And as the cameras fade out, Elon Musk's final words echo like a prophecy. In the end, the greatest innovation won't be artificial intelligence. It will be spiritual intelligence. And Islam has had that code all along unseen. Viral message. Islam isn't just a faith from the past. It's the blueprint for the future. A system that connects science with soul, power with purpose, and humanity with humility. Because when the world forgets its creator, even the smartest inventions can't save it.